It's an all-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Knicks come into town for this one. Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. We take a look at the Pacers.
I would expect for both sides to come out fast and full of emotion, just the nature of this rivalry.
And part of it is they know each other so well. The team that executes best is likely going to come away with the W.
There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
And it's the Pacers' ball. It's a three-point game. Outside, Billups. Here's Johnson. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Pass to Eason. Now here's Embiid. Shot clock at 6. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here is Billups. Pass to Coulibaly. Here's Johnson. And here's Jackson. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
Here's Irving. And there's the drive. Good on the shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Billups. It's good.
Continuously working in close. Billups earning that bucket.
Here's Embiid. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
And, Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Just 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Murray. And Murray with the second chance points. Murray's got 5.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Count it, good.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Outside Billups. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Irving. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Coulibaly. No scoring in this one. Back to Billups. Shoots over George. And the shot falls short this time.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Indiana moving it around. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And anytime Jackson gets near the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
Outside, Dort. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Stolen by Dort. And now the Knicks on the break. The finish. Finishes the break with a slam.
Wow, Dort showing off that incredible strength as he takes it right to the rack for a slam.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. Inside, Jackson. Eason grabs the board.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
With force, Embiid takes it to him.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
Smith with a wide open look. It's rebounded by New York.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Irving's shot is good. And so Garland will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 6. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. The three-pointer no good. Knicks on offense. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. To the inside. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Checking in for the Knicks. Number 3. Josh.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Here's Giddey. Takes it inside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
one of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Several teams changing it up here.
For the Pacers, Patrick.
Pacers trailed by 10. Outside Billups. Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Billups. Here's Jackson, guarded by Embiid, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. Well, Doris, both you and I had the honor of being in that 2020 bubble in Florida. Any memories from Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments.
Pass to Finney-Smith, fires the three, and the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And a new group in for the Knicks.
Give it up for your first man.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Giddey driving the lane, and that one is good. Giddey's got his second bucket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Pass to Garland. The basket good off the assist from Billups.
Well, this is what you get when you get Darius Garland off the basketball. Very capable in the catch and shoot.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
It's Jackson atop the key. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Knicks leading by 6. Irving attacking. Here's Stewart. The offensive rebound. 3-pointer. Good on the triple.
Isaiah Stewart.
Stewart's got 6 in the quarter.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Smith for 3. Eason grabs the board. 1:14 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Giddey. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Pass to Coulibaly. Outside Garland. Can they get it? He takes it up and lays it in. Garland's got 6 points.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
Here's Giddey. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
To the middle. Nice move. And the layup by Jackson. He's got 9.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Well done. The Pacers breaking their
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for New York. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. His three-pointer's off the mark. Pacers trailed by 9.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Markkanen, good.
Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
Good if it goes. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's New York heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Black. Off target from three-point range. Here's Murray. And a missed layup.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Black. New York, no good that time either.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Outside Jackson. The tray. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Give yourself a round of applause.
The Knicks with the lead.
Onto the court for the Pacers.
Irving surveying the floor. Drills the three-pointer. Irving's got 9 points.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Phillips with the ball. Dort covering. Smith's shot is good.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Free throw line jump shot. Black, no good.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Oh, that's a nice looking 3 there for Murray. How about the high release on that one?
For the 3. And another 3 for New York.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all miss significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. He takes it in, lays it up off the glass. Phillips has got 9 points now in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Black, no good.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
It's stolen by Dort. To the paint. Here's Eason. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And it's encouraging to see Dort drop dimes like that, wanting to round out this part of his game.
Phillips attacking. It's blocked. Here's Black. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Black's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Knicks. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
First personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the Pacers, number 10.
1:02 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. A different look for New York.
Everyone make some noise.
There's 57 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Allen. There's the three. Hits the three-point foul. Allen's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Screen by Smith. Here's Garland. Back to Smith. And Smith with the stop.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
Finney Smith can't get it to go. Indiana trailing here. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. Here's Markkanen. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, get the ball and go to work. Markkanen using his size to great effect inside.
Screen by Jones. Here's Giddey. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Giddey's got 10 points in the game. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
And here's Johnson outside. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Knicks lead by 1.
The Knicks, 54. We need you.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the Pacers with possession here. Phillips up top. Jackson in the corner. No good from outside. On the wing, Irving. Here's Black. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
All these conditions are all over that one.
And he can't get the first one.
Black, 2 shots.
And he sinks the second.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Pass to Coulibaly. It's stolen by Dort. On its way from Irving for 2. Unable to get that one. Smith with the defensive effort. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Screen by Smith. Here's the 3. Julius Irving comes up with the rebound. One minute now into this fourth quarter. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Here's Smith. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, scouts have said Smith needs to get stronger, and maybe that's the case, but boy, he sure muscled that one in.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New York.
They've been in the zone for mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
For the Pacers, number 1, Jalen Johnson.
The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Irving. Here's Black. A 3-ball. Nailed from three-point land. Black's got 12 points here in the second half.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Murray looking around. Outside for Jackson. And the Pacers can't get it to go. New York leading by 4. Here's Black. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's in there.
He's such a savvy player. Billups senses his opportunity there and just takes it.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the New York Knicks. And he hammers that one right down into the face of Jalen Johnson.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
Outside Irving. Got a piece of it. Back to Embiid. Here's Eason. And he drives in. And the dunk by Eason.
Oh, when he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there.
Sure. Timeout.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. The Pacers making a switch here. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. Coach wants them to do a better job defending the perimeter. He said we're late on our rotations, and they're getting great looks because of it. We got to fight through it. We got to take away the 3. We're good, guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Outside Garland uses the glass to finish the layup.
How about Darius Garland? He's young, but he is fearless, folks.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Black. Down low. Here's Irving. Can't connect from short range. With it to the paint. There's Markkanen. Looks it out to Garland. Screen by Smith. Second shot opportunity.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. High post, Embiid. Stolen by Markkanen.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
Murray outside. It's off.
You have to love the tenacity, but also the awareness to make sure he came away with that ball.
So they foul intentionally.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. What do you think we're going to see here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
To tie it up. Good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Well, that's all by design now. Get the shot as soon as possible on that inbound pass.
And we're going to overtime. A riveting defensive play to keep them alive. And regulation now. Complete. We will go to overtime. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Now here's Billups. To take the lead. And he sinks the layup. Billups is... At the first basket here in overtime for Indiana.
And great to see Billups getting his own shots as well, not just focusing on facilitating.
Outside Dort. And the rejection by Jackson. Three-pointer Markkanen buries it from three-point range. Markkanen's got the lead up to 5 now for Indiana.
Well, you can see this team depends on Markkanen to space the floor, delivers with the range 3 there.
And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-pointer.
He makes the first of 3, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. The second one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that brings them within 2 here.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Outside for Jackson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Jackson's got 20.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Pass to Billups. Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. And Markkanen throws it down.
Well, Markkanen accepting more and more responsibility over time. Some leadership right there.
Here's Black. On the wing, Irving. And a miss there on the triple.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
On the wing, Markkanen. Indiana moving it around. Screen by Smith. Pocket 6. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Puts up a deep 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Back to Markkanen. Puts up a deep 3. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Billups. And Garland has it in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Now Billups. So it's Indiana picking up the win, and they had